Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. This is GMTV. You're welcome to GMTV today, being on the 20th of May 2024, and we're bringing you this news as what you can see on the screen. This is Nnamdi Kanu when he was in the court today, and what he said about Nigeria, and he called the Nigerian government terrorists, and also he called also the lawyers of Nigeria. They are all terrorists because of what they are doing, and it's on their law, written on their law, because the people that wrote the law don't obey the law. That's Nigerian government. They don't obey their law, and they want other people to be saying something right. Why are you supposed to be condemning non-obeying your own law in your own court? With this, there's a message here of which I'm going to read for you guys to hear about what he said, and also after reading this one, I'll play this video so you can hear it, where he said it that Nigeria government and their lawyers, they are all terrorists because they're not supposed to kidnap him from Kenya and brought him down. Now, at the same time, before then, they went to his house and killed loads of people as well, and that proves to them that they are terrorists. So I'm going to read it now. Let's see how it goes on this. It said, the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, said caused an uproar at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday, that's today, when he refused to submit himself for trial in the terrorism charges against him. He said the development eventually forced Justice Binta Fatima Nyako to adjourn the trial to June 19 in order to calm the situation. Shouting on top of his voice, Kanu vowed he would not submit himself to trial, claiming that the Nigerian government has no powers under the Constitution and international laws to file criminal charges against him. Shortly after the judges declined his request for restoration of his revoked bail and removal from DSS custody, Nnamdi Kanu got up from the dock and contested the attempt by the federal government lawyer Adegboyega and Awomolo to open the trial. Immediately, Awomolo announced that his witnesses were in court and already to open trial. Kanu stood up and took over argument from his lawyers, led by Allah Ejimako. He told the court to forget any trial, adding that he would not allow himself to be prosecuted unjustly and illegally. He cited several authorities from a document in his possession in the dock to support his objections to the trial. When the government lawyer interjected that the defendant was not permitted to talk the way Kanu was doing, the Biafra agitator became more angry and descended heavily on the senior lawyer, calling him a terrorist in the open court. Attempts by Justice Nyako to calm him down were rebuffed as he repeatedly shouted on the government lawyer, calling him a terrorist and a dishonest man. A current chairman of body of benchers, you are supposed to know the constitution and uphold it, Kanu said, referring to Awomolo. Apparently, unhappy with Kanu's outbursts, Awomolo told Justice Nyako that such habit is expected. And also he said, he is only acting on emotions. I am not offended, I am not provoked, the senior lawyer submitted. In a bid to save the situation, the court agreed to a request by Kanu's lawyer from an adjournment to enable the legal team to consult with him in a clean room where there should be no eardropping. And at the same time, he said, Justice Nyako subsequently fixed June 19 and 21 for commencement of trial. So that is why it is. You know, the Nigerian government did not obey their own law. They are trying somebody that of which they know physically that this person is fighting to protect his people, and they are calling him a terrorist because he's speaking out for his people. He's been shouting all this for a very long time, telling the Nigerian government that what they are doing to his people, it is not good. But the Nigerian government doesn't want to listen to him. They said instead of that, they said they want to buy him. They said they want to arrest him. They kidnapped him. They were looking for him. They put bounty on his head. Even when he was living in the UK, they put bounty on his head. And he moved around as well. And they find a way to lure him down to Africa. And that's where they went to go and kidnap him. And they brought him to Nigeria. All of the sudden, we saw him appearing in the courts. So this is not very good, and it's not fair for somebody that is trying to protect his people, and also for the victims of the genocide in his country, in his area. That's where called Biafra in the southeast. But they are calling him that he's a terrorist because they don't like him. Because, you know, they said if you don't like a dog, you give it a bad name so you can kill it. That's what they are doing. So this is GMTV. Today is your first time of coming across our channel. Please do us a favor, like, share, also comment. Let other people know about GMTV. This news is not going to take much time because there's still news from Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Prime Minister, and also with the area where he wrote as well that all this Nigeria, they are wasting their time already. And also he said Simon Ekpa has made the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu useless. That's what Mazi Simon Ekpa said. And also the media teams as well, they are streaming it, and also for everyone to listen to it. This is GMTV. On this note, we're going to move down to the next one, and I'm going to play this video for you to watch it. And when you finish watching it, let's see your views about what is going on, if what Nigerian government did is good or bad, and see what we'll have to do on the next stage, because this one is being too much, it's taking too long. And next month, June, is going to be 4 years that they have kidnapped him and renditioned him down to Nigeria, which is unfair to his very, very fair trial that they're supposed to carry on with this. This is GMTV. I'll leave you here now so you can watch this video and also comment, share, also let other people know about GMTV. Now watch the video.
Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says that it will not be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Not me. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. It's not done anywhere. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct the trial is not done anywhere. I have the market. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness. That's what I'm saying. Not wipe or